Hello and welcome to the BB Game of the Week. I'm Tyler Steinberg alongside my partner, Lucas Pangangar. Lucas, how you doing today?
Great. How are you doing, Tyler?
I'm doing amazing. So we, of course, have a great game in store. We start off with the Mepham Pirates coming into this game 7-6. Following up from their 54-34 win against Jericho, the Pirates are ready to continue this positive momentum and keep their season record above 500, right now sitting at that 7-6 line.
The Highlanders, too, are rolling off a win, not just any kind of win. Their fourth straight win in a row with a 54-41 victory over Great Neck South, currently having a season outstanding of 8-5. The Highlanders are very confident going into tonight's game.
That's for sure. The Highlanders, again, they have 4 straight wins right now in the season. Things are rolling for these Highlanders. They're doing it when it matters most right now. Of course, playoffs, we're getting closer to that mark, and that's really important. So they're trying to keep this season going. When we talk about Mepham, though, there's a lot of things to talk about this team. What are some key things that these Pirates are going to have to do in order to win? Because
of the loss of Michaela Dobby tonight, I think the tense of the defense is going to have to be a push for the Pirates tonight, and also the communication, because of their captain is gone, because she's been here since 8th grade. And they get out fast and look for the break inside.
Yeah, it's for sure. The Pirates, they're going to have to make sure that they're ready. They have their game plan right. They have to make sure that they stick to that game plan. And then we also look at Herricks as well. Things have been going well for them. Some things that they have to do. I had a chance to sit down with Coach Lavis. I had a chance to talk to him. Emma and Isla at home, make sure you're doing your homework. But to a more basketball standpoint, they have to make sure that they're rebounding better. They're a small athletic team. They have to make sure that they are playing with their strengths. Another thing they have to do is get up and down the court. They want to make sure that they're playing with that tempo that they know they can play with. They're not bigger, but they are more athletic than you. They can beat you with that speed. And last but certainly not least, make sure that they're getting shots up from the three-point line. If the Pirates are not ready defensively to step up from the three-point line, this game will be over fast.
So Tyler, what do you think Michaela Dobby's absence would do for the Pirates tonight?
Yeah, I had a chance to sit down with Coach Mulvey, and he talked about how every single time the Pirates have the ball offensively, who's going to get the ball? It's Michaela Dobby. That's what it is. She's a fantastic player, right? They like to use her all around. She doesn't really have a position, right? You ask her, sometimes she'll be playing in the 5. Sometimes she'll be playing as the point guard. You really don't know where she's going to be playing on the court, right? But you do know she's going to get the ball. So these Pirates now are going to be challenged. They're going to have to find a different way to score offensively. They're not going to have their number 1 ball handler. They're going to have to step up in that case. How are they going to do it? I don't know, to be honest with you. It's going to be interesting nonetheless, but that's going to be something we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on throughout this game.
Yeah, Herricks can have kind of a big jump with this win tonight, and I think it'd be a great win for them. So Mepham's going at a 7-6 record, and they're 5-2 in conference play. How do you feel about that, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, the Mephams, they've had an all right to the season so far. It's been okay. I think if you ask Coach Mulvey, they're perfectionists over there, right? They want to make sure that everything is going well. And 7-6 is definitely a decent place to be sitting. You're in a playoff spot. You're trying to fight for home court advantage, of course. So they've had some rough wins. They've had some hard-fought wins, that is, and they've had some losses that haven't been so pretty. So right now it's trying to find that medium line, right? How can we stay consistent, stay playing our best basketball, and of course having that 5-2 conference record, that's going to help them that as well. But they have to make sure that their foot is on the gas, ready to get this win tonight.
Yeah, and on the other end, Herricks is an 8-5 record and a 5-2 here. And I think in conference play, I think they can have a big push up in the standings and maybe get a push for that playoff and become a great seed, highest seed in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this Herricks team, like we said before, 4 straight wins is no joke. That is a sign. They had a rough December break. There were some not pretty losses, but they weren't at full health. This is one of the first times we are seeing this Herricks team at full health. They have their best players. They run a 7-man rotation, you're going to see. So there's going to be multiple players. You're going to have them sub in and out, fast subs, trying to keep them energized, ready to go. But again, 8-5 speaks for itself, and they're right now sitting in a pretty spot, getting ready to go into the playoffs.
Some of the Mepham Keys players are Brenna Fryer, 42 from Mepham. She's a senior. Brenna Fryer, she's a key to the defensive strength here. With Michaela Dobby's absence gone and that center lacking position gone, I think she's been looking for more of those threes on the outside and maybe push this Pirates' offensive scoring tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she is a deadly threat from the three-point line. And like we said, that Michaela's not going to be playing tonight. That's your best player right there offensively. She is gifted. She can shoot from anywhere in the three-point line. You better know where she is at all times. So make sure that they're going to have to keep a lookout on that. Fryer, we know before, she is deadly from the three-point line. We talked about Herricks as well, how they want to get ready to go from the three-point line. They want to take up shots over there. So it's just going to be now, yes, you game plan for Michaela Dobby. How are you going to game plan for this new look Mepham Pirates offense?
Yeah, Pirates can have a great game tonight, and I'm excited for them. They're expecting a strong showing from Brenna Fryer tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And then you look at it as well with Herricks. They have a lot of players to keep out for. This is a team that they don't necessarily have that superstar. right? They're very even. Like I said, they have a 7-player rotation that they like to go to. Every single player is going to play a big role, right? They're not the biggest team. They're not the tallest team, but they are very fast. They have that speed. They have that athleticism. So their goal right now is to figure out, yes, we don't really know what Mepham's going to come out and do right away with the absence of Michaela W., but we are going to be ready. They're playing hot as of late. They're playing, this is the best time of year to be playing their best basketball, getting ready or getting close to that playoff. So their goal is just to keep playing well and try to get a win tonight.
Yeah, seed 14 on Herricks is one of the more impressive point guards for them. She's a sophomore out of Herricks. I think she can have a great day. She's one of the key players on this Herricks team. I think she can score those points and maybe push them into the winning position tonight.
Yeah, Sethi's definitely very talented. And that's enough for us for now. Let's send it down to the sportscasters. Guys, take it away.
Thank you, Tyler, and thank you, Lucas. We're in the building for a very exciting matchup. On one side, we have the Mepham Pirates, who have been very good, coming off a 54-34 win versus Jericho. And we have the Herricks Highlanders, who are coming off an equally as good season, coming off a win to their own respect as they stand at third in the conference. Jared, what do you expect to see from this matchup as we get set to tip off?
I expect Mepham to definitely try and just run the ball through Felsberg and Skolovic and just try and get it rolling from there.
I mean, definitely. Everyone knows the game script of this game. Michaela Dalby, one of their superstars and one of the most talented players in the entire conference, is out for this game, unfortunately. So we have a lot to look forward to as we get set for tip-off.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tight game. And let's just see how the Pirates will end up stepping up to play without their superstar.
And the game is off, out of bounds, straight to us, actually. Lynn got a hand on that first, and the Highlanders will remain with the first possession of the game.
Yeah, let's just see how Herricks can come right out of the gate and see if they can score and see how their offense is right away.
And already Mepham playing a very tight 2-3 zone. It's a lot of attacking here, trying to make a move. A nice move to the right side. That's going to go nowhere. 12 left on the shot clock, and we're going to reset it back at the top.
Yeah, Mepham's really just running it through a man defense at least to start and then just converging on the ball.
A 3 there, no good. That's off the mark, and that will be off the hand of Herricks and just going Mepham's way. So a nice defensive possession there. A lot of running around, a lot of energy coming from the Pirates' side as Ashley Felsberg is here to take up the ball.
I say again, let's see. It's key how you start. Just if you start off shooting good right out of the gate, it'll carry all throughout the game.
A good move by Felsberg will be called off by the ref. Tried to go for a push-off to the left side. Got the defender to bite on it, but unfortunately the travel will be called for her.
She just got a little too aggressive and too quick with the ball.
A 3 there. That shot is up and no good. So a little bit of struggles here from both teams to their own respect. We are a minute down in the game. Felsberg out to take it here. Beck inbounding the ball.
And still scoreless, so both teams have been playing great defense so far.
Lynn, a nice shot in the paint. That one's going to be off the mark. Skolovic fighting for the offensive board and was not able to gain possession, so a lot of back and forth play here from both teams.
Those offensive rebounds can be huge because they can give you an advantage over the other team by getting second chance points.
Definitely could say that. A nice pass to the left wing. That 3 is up and good. So the first points of the game go to the Herricks Highlanders.
Yeah, just a great shot by Wadima Sethi. Just a gorgeous, perfect shot for a perfect swish.
Definitely, and you can see Felsberg getting aggressive on the other end, trying to get some of those points back. Gets called for a second travel of the game. But a lot of intelligent basketball coming here. As a good steal from her, and she's going to reset it down the right side.
Right now, I think she's just being a little too aggressive out of the gate without Dobby there, and she just needs to take a deep breath and get it in.
And there's a great play by Sophia Beck, the junior. A good backdoor cut, getting the defender to bite, and a nice pass by the senior captain.
For that play right there, you needed a perfect pass, and that's exactly what you got.
And another thing you're going to get, Skolovic with her height, she's going to be able to get the length on it, and she's going to get the block as that's going to put a lot of pressure on Herricks to come out firing. All the momentum inside of Mepham. A drive on the baseline. The floater is no good. Rebounded by Beck, and she's able to push the ball up the court. We know this was one of the things that Mepham wanted to focus on pregame. A shot there, no good. That's going to be rebounded by Herricks going the other way.
Yeah, both teams just playing very good defense. As you can see, it's only a 3-2 score, so that normally just means defense.
A nice move by Seth, and this is going to be rebounded up at the top. A nice step through in the paint. A good hustle play, and they will call it out of bounds. A late call there. And they're going to call it a push. So that will remain a Herricks ball here.
But that was another fabulous play by Sethi, just a perfect save right there. Ends up leading the foul drawn by Herricks.
There's another three-pointer. That one's an open board in the paint, and that's no good.
Good job by Skolovic cleaning up the mess there, making sure no points come out of that offensive rebound.
And a late call there again. Felsberg now with the chance to give Mepham their first lead of the night. And an off-ball screen through the hands of Fryer, as that one is going to go the other way again. So a lot of back and forth gameplay, a lot of movement, a lot of momentum changing for each side. And it's been a very just aggressive matchup for
Yeah,
both
no
teams.
team so far has really been able to gain full control of this game. It's just changing from side to side.
A three there is no good. Rebounded back by Herricks, an offensive board. Crossover here, nicely guarded by Fryer. And they're going to have to reset it. A three on the left wing, again no good. Good offensive board again. A good block by Skolovic. And Fryer's going to push up the offense. Fryer back to Skolovic. She has an open lane. That floater is up and no good. And a good board by
Good
the
fast
senior.
tempo by Saforis, just getting into the front court quick. And a deep three by Aaliyah Begawala.
That's her first three of the night, looking for a lot more out of her. And that's just a great shot. Able to get open, able to find the opening in the defense. Skolovic is going to get her on board. Glynn with the shot outside the paint. Skolovic with her second offensive board of the possession. And a second backdoor cut by Sophia Beck. And she's going to get to the line.
That's just persistence right there by Mepham. They miss the first one, they get the offensive board. They miss the second one, they get the offensive board. Then that third one after that offensive board, they go up and they put it in.
I mean, that's one of the things coaches love about Sophia Beck. She's able to get the backdoor cut, and she knows basketball. That's a great thing to have at this level, as she's going to get her own three here. Brianna Fryer is up and good.
And that's her first three of the game. She can catch fire very easily. Once she hits that first one, it could be hard for her to miss it for a while.
Nice play there, an extra pass here. A spin in the paint. Reset, back, driving, and that's going to be lost. Felsberg, one of the fastest players on the court, she's going to get the drive, get the contact, and that ball is no good.
As Herrick coming the other way. And another three.
What a stop by Seth.
What a quarter so far by Sethi. She's got 2 threes at least, couple steals, and just looking great all over the board.
I mean, Sethi with an incredible step through. A nice play, being able to know and read the defense.
As here's a replay of Sophia Beck's swinging the ball to Brianna Fryer for a perfect wide open three. As they get it in the Glynn. No good. Rebounded by Herricks, going the other way. Fast break.
And there's an open bucket by Sethi. She's going to get her 5th point of the night, trying to keep up with this Mepham high-powered offense. That mid-range shot is off the mark. Skolovic not able to haul it in. A steal by Glynn is not able to be contained again. A stop, a shot again. and her signature shot's going to be off the mark. Lynn going to get another rebound to her name, and Felsberg is going to slow down the pace of the game.
As you can see right now about Herricks, they're trying to get the offense started. They're not trying to drive to the paint. If they can get that 3-ball going, this could be a dangerous game for Mepham because that's what they're doing. And a great steal by Beck going the other way and converts for a wide open layup.
I mean, Sophia Beck really being the high-powered star that Mepham needed to emerge in this game. A steal on that play and a transition bucket there. 7 points to her name on the day already, or 6, I believe, excuse me. But she has just been contributing to this offense in ways that a lot of the team did not even see possible.
Offensive ball, Mepham keeps fighting, and they end up getting a jump ball out of it, which will end up going Mepham's way as Herricks won the opening tip-off.
So now Sophia inbounding the ball. Obviously, we talked about a lot of her offensive, just star power that she has brought to the table in this game. But let's talk about someone like Grace Skolovic, who's really been able to get a lot of offensive rebounds and give them a lot of that opportunity. So this pass going the other way here, a turnover by Mepham, and a nice steal by the Highlanders. This 3 up and no good.
Sethi with another attempt. Going the other way, Felsberg. Up to Katie Burke and stolen by Herricks. And they draw the charge. Sophia Beck with a big charge, just getting in the way there and drawing that offensive foul.
She's falling before the contact.
I mean, you got to respect the effort there. You got to respect the play. You got to love when every athlete puts their body on the line. And not only is their teammates hyped up, but the bench, the coaches, they all love a player like that.
That's really how you know a basketball player is fearless. When they're willing to step in the way of another player going at full speed and take that body just to draw that foul to stop the other team from the possession. That's just huge.
Yeah. Burke here. A nice cut by Catherine. Chow is off the mark.
Tipped out by Skolovic to Burke. As we got another jump ball, and this one will go to Herricks. As Herricks will look to come down here and tie the game with 42 seconds left.
Captain here now in the middle of the court. She's going to have a nice in and out. Cross over to the right side. Good defense by Skolovic, able to stay in front of her. And a nice pass
by
out to the top of the
Sethi.
key.
As they try and get the backdoor cut, but just too close to the sideline. Wolf works a turnover. Good defense there by Mepham.
And you can see the tight defense by a lot of these Mepham players. A lot of the Pirates are trying to get them to force them to really make that tough pass in tight spaces. And that's what's going to initially force the turnovers. Felsberg's going to have a nice move there, getting the open lane. That one's not going to be on the mark. A good transition pass. She's going to try to make a move on her defender. This one.
Sethi with 5.
The last minute shot.
4, 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Chow, and that'll be the end of the first quarter with Mepham down 11-9.
So a nice possession there and a nice quarter here by the Pirates. A lot has happened. We saw Sophia Beck have an incredible first quarter. Grace Skolovic, to her own name, had a lot of plays for herself. But what did you see from either Mepham or Herricks?
I've seen a lot of communication and a lot of, passing and keeping the possession and just trying the rest not to turn over the ball and on both sides. And now I'm joined here with Jake Maxwell. What have you thought of the first quarter?
I thought it was a very good first quarter. Both teams, were taking the ball up, trying to play with a lot of pace, moving fast up and down the court. Definitely think if they both try and slow down in the second half, there can be a lot more points scored, but see fast-paced basketball being played. So we got a lot in store for the second quarter. Time's running down here, and we'll see what this teams can do. Sophia Beck had a good first quarter. Looks like we're about to start up here now, and we'll see what's in store. We got Katie Burke, Ashley Felsberg coming out, playing in the backcourt. Grace Solovic on the court. Sophia Beck, who just had a huge first half. Ashley Felsberg's bringing the ball to the court. To Burke.
Use your dribble. Use your dribble.
Now she's dribbling the ball. Beck trying to find somebody. Back to Felsberg. Felsberg drives in with the. Trying to make the floater. Can't go. I got Herricks coming up the court, passing it down to the corner, bringing it up fast. Now down to the paint. Now Herricks trying to go for out to the three-point line, bringing it in, goes to another floater. No good. Solovic with the rebound. Felsberg bringing up the court, coming up with pace, trying to push it down as fast as possible. Finds Solovic in the corner. Finds Burke. Now back to Beck. That's going to be a charging foul. Blocking foul. Herricks forgot to set their feet there, and Sophia Beck was able to draw that foul. Back to Felsberg. Felsberg coming up top. Coach calling out the play. Screen by Katie Burke to open up Solovic. Solovic at the three-point line, trying to find her teammate under the hoop. Out to Beck at the three-point line, driving in, goes to the layup, and makes it. We have Herricks bringing up the court. Passes it onto the wing. Now in the paint. Now back to the top of the key. With the screen. Screen left, goes to the right. Finds under the hoop. And there's going to be a travel call. Felsberg bringing up the court. Beck with the inbound. Felsberg going across to the right. Drives in, finds Solovic at three-point line. Solovic at three, no good. Katie Burke with the box out, cannot get the rebound though. Now Herricks bringing up the court. Goes to the cross. Trying to go to the right. Goes to the corner with the screen. Back to the top of the key. Goes to the crossover to the left. And gonna have a foul. Solovic push. What have you seen so far, Nikki?
I mean, pretty much the same as the first quarter, I think. Like you said, if they slow down, I think they definitely both be more successful, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what Mepham can try and get the ball to Sophia Beck, as she made 4 shots in that first quarter. So really try and get her the ball and see if she can stay hot. Felsberg bringing it back up the court. Down to Burke. Burke drives in, gets stripped, and they're going to call travel. Now they're going to sub in as they bring in Grace Glynn and Brianna Fryer. Brianna Fryer averages 9 points a game for this Mepham team, and she set the school record last year with 47 threes in the season. So let's see if she can make some threes here and get this Mepham team hot as they're tied 11-11. Drives in for Lang, gets blocked by Solovic. Now Sophia Beck's going down the court. Sophia Beck drives in, goes to the right, to the middle of the paint, misses, rebound Herricks. Herricks bringing it back up the court, tries to push it down, under the hoop. Felsberg and Fryer are going for the ball. Herricks is going to get the ball under the hoop here. Coach calls out their play. You have Emily Tesoros inbounding. Trying to get the ball, trying to find time. Finds the guy under the hoop. Now got trapped. And that's a steal by Felsberg. Felsberg bringing up the court, one-on-one. She goes for the lay, and she misses it. Rebound Herricks. We'll see. They're trying to push it up the court. Once again, just moving the ball too fast, Nikki. I mean, like you said, they're being sloppy with the ball here. I think really if they slow it down, just take their time, I think they're going to find themselves some points on the board.
Yeah, I think they'd find a lot more opportunities if they, focus on maintaining their speed and being more working together more.
Yep. All right, you see Felsberg bringing up the court. Beck trying to find somebody. Goes to Glynn. Glynn under the hoop. Goes to the jumper. No good. Goes to the rebound, but cannot get it. Now you have Herricks bringing it right back down the court. Trying to go to the left, trying to go to the right. Solovic's got locked down Dion. Felsberg's calling out. Switch. Beck on the ball now. Felsberg guarding at the top in their zone defense. And that's a steal by Grace Glynn. Grace Glynn bringing it down the court. Goes for the lay and gets stuffed, but it's going to be Mepham ball. It's a great block right there. Now you have Mepham under the hoop. Sierra Barbosa checks in for Felsberg. Now you have Barbosa in, Solvik, Beck, Glynn, and Fryer on the court for Mepham. Gets to Solvik, out to Barbosa. Barbosa at the top of the key, trying to drive in. Goes out to Fryer. Fryer drives in, finds Glynn in the corner, misses her shot. Solvik with the rebound, back out to Glynn. Glynn for the layup, and it's good. Great job passing the ball, spreading around the court there for the Mepham Pirates as they found Glynn on the left side of the hoop. Now it's blocked by Grace Glynn, and it's going to be an inbound under the hoop for Herricks. You saw there, Mepham just fought hard for the rebounds on the offensive possession, and it looks like we have somebody hurt down for Herricks. What do you see out of that last possession for Mepham to get that lead?
I mean, I saw a lot. I mean, they're trying the rest to work together and maintain their lead here, and now we see the replay, and there's Grace Glynn's basket, and I mean, yeah, I think they're just passing well, and they're working together, and they're trying to slow down, like you said. What do you think?
Yeah, they really just, they missed their first shot, came back, got the rebound, passed it 2 or 3 times, and found Glynn under the hoop, left side of the hoop for that layup, and was really wide open, had nobody to contest her. So just finding easy baskets like that can really be the lead pathway to get a victory in this game. So hopefully we can get back from this injury soon. Hopefully the girl in Herricks is all right. As that is Rydia Seath from Herricks as she's up with the court. Hopefully she is all right. Both coaches talking to their teams, trying to give them some words of encouragement to get back out there, and I see teams clapping for her as she got off the court. Now we have the same 5 on for Mepham. We got Beck, Fryer, Barbosa, Glynn, and Solvik. And looks like you're gonna have coming on now. Herricks is going to be inbounding under the hoop here. As you have Emily Tesores inbounding it for Herricks. Trying to find that open man, looking for the top of the key. Now they're out to the wing, driving in, had to try, and they're going to call travel, another travel. Travels in this quarter by both teams, but Barbosa's bringing up the court.
Hard feet cut phrase.
Coach calls this play. Barbosa's looking for somebody. Found Solvik on the wing.
Grace, set a pick.
Somebody. Coach is calling for a pick from Glynn. Glynn can't get it. Now they're out to Fryer on the wing. Fryer's going to look for Beck. Finds Beck. Beck's looking for a pass. Finds Solvik under the hoop. Solvik is blocked. Barbosa with the rebound. Finds Fryer. Fryer driving in. Goes for the shot. And it's good. Once again, just fighting hard for that rebound there, and passing the ball, spreading the ball. Now you have Herricks bringing up the court, looking for somebody. Coach is calling out, telling him what play to run. Finds somebody in the corner. Now to the wing, trying to make a crossover, trying to go to the right. You got a screen right, goes off it for the 3, and it's good. Way to use their screen there and find their way after getting that screen on top of the key. Now Barbosa brings it up the court. Going down. Coach calls out his play. Finds Fryer on the wing.
Keep it still, Grace.
Coach is telling patience out. Glynn gets the screen. That's a pick and roll there. Can't find the shot and takes it. Misses. Rebound Herricks. Herricks bringing it back up the court now. Trying to find somebody. Going back to that corner like they had been. Now going on the hoop and Grace Glynn with the steal. Bringing up the court Barbosa. Barbosa's looking under the hoop for Beck. Beck goes from the corner and makes her 2-pointer. It's a great shot. You see Ashley Felsberg at the table ready to check in. Herricks timeout.
Yeah, Beck has been really, really doing well in this game. It's been a very crucial part of the Pirates. And yeah, 11 points this game, and there we see.
Yeah, now we see the replay. And yeah, just great from Beck. I mean, she's made a bunch of shots this game, making 5 shots this game, and like you said, 11 points. You know, you can't really ask for anything more, but the team's at 17 on the board right now. So as they're winning in this almost halfway through the second quarter, or more than halfway through the second quarter, with 2:43 remaining, it will be interesting to see if this Herricks team can respond to losing the lead. Now Herricks is gonna Herricks coach is talking over, you know, drawing up a play with the team, telling them, you know, we got to try and get back into this. Let's try and make a shot here. You got them coming out of the timeout now. Pirates coming out of the huddle. Herricks coach still giving them some words of advice. And now they're going to get back on the floor. As you see, Ashley Feldberg has checked back into the game, taking out Fryer. So now you have Barbosa, Felsberg, Beck, Glynn, and Sullivan on the court. So Felsberg is going to go into that point guard position, and Barbosa is going to drop down to the shooting guard and probably be on that wing looking for the first pass from Felsberg. Now that Mepham's in their defense, Felsberg's guarding. They go to that corner again, and they take the 3, and they make it. Great job by the coach from Herricks to draw up that shot and get to that corner like they have been, trying to get back. Now it's tied 17-17. Felsberg goes straight for the layup, misses. Barbosa with the rebound. Ball's loose. Felsberg gets it out. Felsberg for the 3, and no good. Once again, Mepham with the offensive board. They're just going to capitalize on those. Now they're going back. Felsberg drops back. Beck down another 3. No good. Grace Glynn with the rebound. Back to Felsberg. Bringing it up with a little less tempo this time. Finding Sullivan under the hoop. Sullivan goes under, and that's going to be Herrick's ball. Now Katie Burke's going in for Barbosa. So now you have the backcourt of Felsberg and Burke. Herricks brings it up. See, coach is calling out the play, going to the right side. Burke picks up her man. Now under the hoop, Glynn on defense, and the ref calls a travel. Felsberg bringing it up. Goes to the left, drives to the left, under the hoop, finds Burke in the corner for 2, and it's no good. In and out. Solvik with the rebound, finds Burke again. Now Glynn's got it. Glynn under the hoop for the layup, no good. Gets her own board, goes up again, and no good again. Herricks now gets the board. Mepham's really doing a great job on the offensive boards, though. You know, getting those second chance opportunities. Now they just got to capitalize. That's no good from the Herricks player. And Burke brings it up the court, and it's going to be out, going back Herricks' way. Herricks into the ball. Now, Mepham's really just got to slow down here as they're really just trying to bring the ball too quick and get under the hoop. I think if they keep getting those outside shots inside the 2-point line but not in the paint, they're going to keep capitalizing on those opportunities as they've been getting their offensive rebounds. Now Herricks at the wing, takes a 3, and that's going to be no good. Solvik for the rebound. Now out to Glynn. Now Glynn finds Felsberg. Felsberg drives in again, and she makes her layup. There it is. Finally gets to that layup as she's been trying to go there all night and drives in for that layup. Now Herricks on the wing, going for it. Passes out to the top of the key to the point guard. Gets the screen right. Now Herricks back to the wing. Goes to the right. Finds number 11 on the wing. Now drives in and misses the layup and rebounded by Beck. Beck bringing up the court. Now keeps going under the hoop. And she puts it up, gets blocked, and Glynn with the rebound. And Glynn gets it out, and Glynn's going to draw the foul there. That's going to be on the floor. So Mepham going to inbound the ball from under the basket as you have Beck there, and you have Fryer subbing in for Glynn. So now you got Felsberg, Fryer, Solovic, and Beck, and Burke. So that's the 5 out there now. Coach calls the play. They inbound it. Beck. Now Beck looking for Burke. Can't find anybody. Uses her dribble. Goes on the hoop. Nice pass to Felsberg. Just can't finish it. Now they're bringing out back to the wing. They take that three-point shot. No good. As time's winding down here, one. And that's going to be the end of the second quarter. Great second quarter from the Mepham Pirates to get that lead as they were down 11-9 to start the second quarter and finish 19-17. So that's great to see from the Mepham Pirates getting back into the game.
Yeah, I really think it's gonna shift in their momentum going into halftime, and it's really important that they took that lead because it's gonna be really good for their third quarter and the end of the game.
Definitely. I mean, I think the fact that they can get that lead back, as they were losing in the first quarter, is going to be huge for them because now they have all the momentum going into that second and final half. So hopefully they can keep that lead in the third quarter. And then if you're winning going into the fourth quarter, that's really big. Now we're going to send it down to Emma Santiago for the first interview with Mepham's head coach.
Coach Mulvey from the girls Mepham varsity soccer basketball team. And what has led you to succeed so far in the first half of the game?
I thought we were doing a pretty good job. We're out, Kayla's out today. I think other people are stepping up. Grace Glynn, Sophia Beck's playing really well. We're playing hard defense. 17 low scoring, but playing really hard.
And what's a message that you would love to convey onto your players?
Hey, keep doing what we're doing. We got to close out on Herricks three-point shooters. We're a little late on those. We do that, and we rebound the ball. We'll be fine.
That's great. Well, sending it back to the stairs.
Thank you, Emma. And for those of you that don't know us, I'm Tyler Steiner alongside my partner, Lucas Pengengar. Lucas, what have we seen so far in the first half?
Well, the Pirates are sticking to their game plan, and they have a great first half so far, winning 19-17.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you ask the Pirates how that first half has went so far, they'd be thrilled with it, right? I mean, they weren't expecting, they're scoring well enough right now. They're doing their job, being up by 2, of course. But also, the question was, how are they going to score? Who is going to step up when it comes to being that natural point guard for this team? And we've definitely seen multiple players step up. And then as well with Herricks, they wanted to play fast, they wanted to play with that tempo, but right now it's not working. A lot of mental errors are going on.
Yeah, right now it's not been working, and hopefully they can just start spreading the rock and finding the open players for three.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, with Herricks, you want to see them play with that speed like we talked about. We want to see them get more shots from the three-point line. They've kind of gotten away from that game plan. Yes, they have followed the part of we want to push the tempo. We want to get the ball up the court fast. But just a lot of turnovers, right? You look at players like Felsberg for the Pirates. She's got 3 steals so far. It's just things like that right now. They're making those mental errors. They got to clean those up at halftime. And I'm sure Coach Lavish wants to see some of that improvement.
Yeah, some of the top players with Herricks was Ramita Smith. She made a lot of threes there for Herricks at the end of the half. It was a great performance by her in the first half.
Yeah, Sethi's been amazing, right? She's that natural point guard for Herricks that we see. She's got an amazing shot. She knows where to get the ball, where it needs to go, right? She's got a great idea for the way that Coach Lavish wants them to run that offense. So the goal is try to run that offense through her, get her the ball every possession, try to get her involved. She's kind of that Michaela Dobby that you see for the Pirates. But the thing is, right now with them, is that things aren't working right now. They're not necessarily playing bad, but you look at it, with the Pirates, of course, missing Dobby, you wanted to see a little bit more from that offense from Herricks.
You see Sophia Beck getting that steal. She had a great first half, leading Mepham in scoring and getting those rebounds for her. She had a great first half for Mepham Pirates.
Yeah, definitely. That was what we needed to see from the Pirates. Who was going to step up? You saw Felsberg, she was playing a little bit more of that natural point guard role. You saw players like Sophia Beck who were getting some of those rebounds. She was, being physical in the paint. And then you also saw players like, Fry, who you want to get her going. You want to get her open looks from the three-point line. You want to get her shooting the basketball because that is her natural skill. You also see, from Herricks right now, they have to just find a way to get something to work. They are sticking to their game plan. It's just right now something's not fully clicking. And for a team that's on a 4-game win streak, this is not every day that you see that, especially with the Pirates not having Dobby.
Yeah, but Herricks has not put their best performance forward. I think they need to communicate more, be more attack the hoop, and just find a way to score here. And maybe make a second half push and maybe win this game.
Yeah, definitely. You look at this Herricks team, like we said before, they're not that tall. I would say they have maybe 1 or 2 players that are above the height of 5'8", right? They're not that super tall, lanky team that is going to beat you by getting rebounds or playing physical in the paint. Their goal is to wear you out. They are very well conditioned. With a 7-player rotation, they have to be well conditioned. They don't have a choice. And then you also look at it, they are a fast team. They're going to try to just use that as much as they can. Push the ball as fast as possible, get it down the court, get on those fast breaks, those odd man rushes. That's what they are looking to do, but right now something's not going well.
Yeah, hopefully they made 9 field goals so far in this half. Herricks has been leading them in 3-pointers, and Mepham's leading them in rebounds tonight.
Yeah, with this Pirates team, they've done some of the things that we've talked about. They've done them well enough, right? Like we said before, they're causing turnovers on defense. That was something that they had to do. And they're also winning where they needed to win. We knew that, again, this Herricks team was not the best rebounding team. The Pirates are. They have a lot of height. They were able to do that right now. They're getting those rebounds. They're attacking the hoop. They're finding open looks right now. And yes, it's not the highest scoring first half that we've seen for either team so far this season. But the Pirates, they're doing exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, it's been a great first half for the Pirates. Hopefully they can keep that pushing and maybe make a second half push. And the Pirates,
yeah, when it comes to adjustments, right, that's something that they have to change. What are some adjustments so far? Like we said, Herricks is not necessarily playing up to where they want to play. They have that certain standard that they've set with this 4-game winning streak. What are some things right now that they have to change, maybe offensively, defensively, to get them to be playing at their top
just
level?
Up the tempo because of that smaller team. Maybe use their speed to their advantage against like those people like Sophia Beck or Grace. And they need to attack. Maybe use their 3-point scoring and just attack that hoop. On the other side, for Mepham, they need to communicate more and just find the open man because of Michaela's not there.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's something that's been interesting so far is the fact that, like we said, with the pushing the tempo and all that stuff, they are kind of doing that. They're playing with some speed. They're just not scoring. They're not capitalizing on those looks. That's something that you have to do, right? They're playing with effort. There is no doubt about it. When it comes to being hardworking and trying to get those open looks, they are creating them. It's just the fact that the ball's not going to the hoop for them right now. They're shooting. They're getting some open looks from the 3-point line. They're getting some opportunities to drive that ball to the basket. Something's not going well. And then the Pirates defensively have played a great game. You know, they've done a good job mixing up some coverages. You don't really always know what they want to do. Coach Mulvey coaches this team up very well. He preaches the fact that they do a great job game planning. When it comes to the defense for the Pirates, what are some things that they have done really well in the first half?
Yeah, speaking of that defense for the Pirates, Ashley Feldberg getting 3 steals in that first half was a big deal for the Pirates. Getting them transition buckets like I talked about in the first half in the pregame show. Hopefully they can keep that going in the second half.
Yeah, and I love how you mentioned Felsberg, right? She's not known as that natural point guard. She's not going to go out there, give you a double-double with 10 points and 10 assists. That's not her way, her style of play. She will be able to pass that rock around. She's good at that. She knows how to play that point guard position. But what she utilizes so well is that speed. It's the fact that this Pirates team, they are not faster than Herricks. That's what it is. They understand that, though. That's what Coach Mulvey is such a great job at doing. He can hide those weaknesses that the Pirates have. Something that they do have, they're not the fastest team compared to Herricks. They're not the most athletic team. That's not what they're known for. They are the smart team. They make the right decisions when they need to. They're capitalizing when they do get those open looks, and they're really taking what the defense is giving them.
Yeah, they took in those opportunities and used their transition buckets just to score and make. Herricks has been great in that second half, and hopefully they can keep that pushing and just keep their tempo up and have a great second half.
Yeah, like we said, Herricks, one of the things that they needed to work on was the three-point shooting. You see that open look there on the replay. They have to do more of that right now, right? A three-pointer is such a huge advantage. Of course, we've seen it become more popular throughout the pros leagues and college as the years have went on, and it can take over a game single-handedly. We talked about it in the pregame show, right? If the Pirates are not going to guard the three-point line, it's not going to be a pretty game for them. It's not. It was going to get out of hand fast. There's a reason why the score right now is 19-17. They have done a good job neutralizing the three-point line. The stars for Herricks are not shining right now as much as they need them to. They're a team that run a 7-player rotation. Players are going to have to step up, right? There's no off nights for players. And when it looks to the Pirates, they've had to find new players that were going to step up in a bigger offensive roles. They were going to need more minutes out of some players, and right now they're responding.
Yeah, Herricks needs the players to step up and just make those buckets, make those three-point shots, and just keep pushing in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. And something I'd look to keep out, to just keep an eye out for in the second half is what is Coach Lavis going to do with these girls offensively, right? We've seen them have some open looks. They've had some opportunities. What are they going to have to do to capitalize? That's something that I'm definitely interested to look out for in the second half.
Yeah, same with me. On the other side, Mulvey, he coaches them well. I think they need to just make those three-point shots, pass that ball more because their star player is not there, who's taking that ball off the court usually. I think they need to get that ball more and just pass the rock and spread the ball.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Pirates have done a good job creating those open looks. They've kind of just done what the defense has given them, right? If they're going to force, let's say it's a one-on-one, right, and the defender's saying, look, you are a righty, I'm going to make you drive this way, they're taking that, right? They're going to go, they're going to be physical, they're going to play well under the hoop. They're getting the rebounds, they're winning that battle right now. They're also shooting better from the field. You're seeing them. They're playing their style of play. the Pirates, they know what they're good at. They know what they're not. Coach Mulvey coaches his team up very well. He understands that we're not the most athletic team, but what we are, we will beat you when it comes to game plan. We will understand, look, these are the players we have to slow down. These are the players we have to get involved. And right now, we are seeing that in the first half of the Pirates. I'm definitely interested to see what he's saying to his team right now in order to get them ready for the second half.
Yeah, Herricks, they just need to push that tempo and just use their speed to their advantage. And hopefully they can just find those open looks on the outside or in the inside or wherever they can find it.
Yeah, definitely. I had a chance to sit down when I did talk to Coach Lavis. It was the fact that he understood that, yes, we are not the most height. We are height challenge right now, right? They don't have that necessarily traditional 5. They don't have that big man, right, that you're looking for. So they have to find a way that he understands that, yes, we are doing all of the right things. We're checking all those boxes that we have to check in order to get to where we want to go. Right now, it's just a problem of what can we do in order to get there? How are we going to find a way to get some rebounds, get some momentum, and maybe start to pull away in the second half and extend this winning streak to 5?
Yeah, I just want to know what they're going to be talking about in that huddle there, and just keep pushing and just tell them to keep moving forward and maybe use their non-size to their advantage.
All right, so that's all we've had for us. Let's send it down now to the sportscasters. Guys, take it away.
Second half starting, third quarter. Herricks inbounding. So you have Mepham starting 5 after you got Solovic, Glynn, Felsberg, Beck, and Fryer. Beck at the top of the key, defending. Felsberg now. Herricks dribbling. Now you got the top of the key. Trying to go over the right, down in the corner. Dribbling out to the left. Now finds down in the paint. Glynn on defense. Good defense there. No good. And then with a block. Glynn passes to Solovic. Solovic down. Finds Felsberg at the wing. Now drives in, goes to the layup, and it's good. Bringing Mepham up 21-17 here as they get the first points of this third quarter. Herricks bringing it down, going to the top of the key. Gets a pick right, driving, finds pick and roll there, and gets the foul. That's a perfect display of the pick and roll there. As you saw, number 3 set the screen and was right into the hoop for the layup. She didn't get it, but she did draw the foul, so now she's going to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Dribbling to take her first shot. Shoots. She misses the first shot. Teammates go in for the high fives. As she regroups for the second shot here. She gets ready for the second shot. She shoots, and she makes the second shot, bringing the deficit only down to 3 now, as it's 21-18. Felsberg brings it up the court, going on the left wing, now brings it over to the left, now behind the back to the right, finds Solovic on the wing, now gets the ball stolen. Solovic with the pass to Glynn, and the ball gets stolen. Now down back to the wing. Now and no good on the floater. Now Beck brings it up on the wing, looking to find. And there's a travel there on Beck. As we've seen a lot of travels in this game and just some sloppy transition offense here. Herricks will inbound now. Herricks inbounds. Now bringing up the court to the right. Finds her man now with the give and go. No good on the 3-point attempt. Now Felsberg takes her time. Now it's coming up the court. Calling for a screen, doesn't get it. Now Solovic now down to Fryer on the corner. Now Felsberg drives in for the layup. No good. And Herricks with the rebound. Herricks bringing up the court now. Finds her guy on the wing. Misses the 3. Gets the offensive rebound and draws the foul on the put-up attempt. Now Sophia Beglaw will go to the free throw line for 2. She makes the first one. She averages 5.6 points per game, and coach says she's a very good 3-point shooter. And we'll see. And we see that she's a good shooter making that first free throw. Let's see if she can make the second one. She takes a shot. And she goes in and out and misses the second one. Now Glenn bringing up the court, looking for Felsberg. Picks up her dribble at the half-court line. Solvik for three, no good. Glenn goes for the rebound, fighting for it, cannot get it. Now bringing it back up the court. Herricks at the top of the key finds Beglia. Going to the left, into the paint, goes to the layup, and it's good, tying this game up. Now, Felsberg brings it up the court. Down to Beck. Screen right from Glenn. Now goes for the roll. Is under the hoop. Goes for the jump shot. No good. And rebound for Herricks. As you see, Begley has 3 points on this game now, trying to make an impact. And that's a 2-point shot from Emily Tesouris, who we've seen a bunch in this game so far between passes and scoring, as now she has 3 points after that 2-pointer. Felsberg misses the layup. Now Glenn from the free throw line misses. And that's a rebound by Herricks. And now it looks like this game is going to be taking a swing in momentum as Herricks is up 23-21, bringing up the court. As you see, Tesouris at the top of the key, out. Now drives in for the layup, no good, and Glenn with the rebound. Now Felsberg's bringing up the court at the half-court line. Now she's calling out her play, calling for the screen from Solvik. Solvik screen right. Felsberg she's at the wing now, drives in for the layup, and no good once again. Felsberg's really been trying to bring it into the paint and going for the layup, but has come up short a few times in this game, but has made a few too. And now we have the travel on Tesouris. You have Singh on the court for Herricks, number 3. Tesouris, Beglia. Now Barbosa checks back into the game for Felsberg. And we also, number 30 is also Begula, she's the sister of Sofia Begula. Now that's a timeout. Timeout from Mepham as coach wants to talk things over with his team as they are trailing 23-21 as they were up 19-17 to start this third quarter. And more about Sofia Begula. She's actually a freshman on this team, averaging 5.6 points per game, and she has 3 points in this game already, trying to make an impact here as a freshman. Nikki, what have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot of the rebounds, the shift in possession. Like, both teams have struggled with getting the ball after they shoot, getting the rebound, and their passes, and just, yeah, like you said, slowing down the pace. And yeah, what have you seen?
Yeah, definitely. In that second quarter, Mepham was getting a lot of offensive rebounds, getting those second chance opportunities to score. And here, Herricks has kind of been winning in this rebound category, and that's really been the key to both games, or for both teams. Whoever can get more rebounds will end up with the lead in this game. Now, Beck will inbound. They run the stack formation, Mepham, and we'll see how they spread out after running the stack formation. As you have Burke, Fryer, and Barbosa. Fryer and Barbosa both go behind the line. Now Burke spreading out to the wing. Barbosa with the ball at the top of the key. Begula, the freshman Begula on her. Now Beck on the wing, trying to finds Solvik. Solvik going for the layup, and no good, and can't get the rebound. Now bringing up the court to Suarez. Suarez going for the ball. Now finds Singh, now back out, and no good on the three-pointer. As Singh found the open man there, but she could not, the open man could not score. As that was Mariah Dar who missed that three-pointer, who's a 10th grader on this team. Here comes Barbosa bringing up the court. Fryer has it. Trying to find somebody. Beck. Out of Beck. Yeah, Beck drives in. And there's the travel. So the shot is no good. It looks like we have another injury. So there's the travel call on Beck, who that shot would have been good if it weren't for the travel. And so they're still trailing 23-21. Looks like Felsberg is getting ready to check back into the game. Looks like she's going to check in for Fryer. So Felsberg goes in for Fryer, as now they have Barbosa and Felsberg in the backcourt here, running the 1 and 2 positions. As Felsberg is going to move to point guard, and Fryer will move to the 2 position. Now Chow moves into the huddle, discussing things with the coach as she might be checking in. We will see. So we'll see what will happen. As Coach Mulvey said, when we got a chance to talk to him, they need to win more 50-50 balls, and they haven't been able to this game. So we'll see if they can start winning these 50-50 balls and get back in this game as she comes back off the court. Wrapping it up for her as she walks off the court on her power. Sefi, hopefully she can get back in this game. So now your 5 on the court is Beck, Barbosa, Felsberg, Burke, and Solovic. Now Herricks brings it up. Herricks is bringing up the court here. Solovic with the steal. Now Solovic bringing up the court. Has a lane. Now finds Beck. Beck with the lane to the hoop and misses the layup. And that's a rebound for Singh. And now Felsberg with the steal as Singh makes a too fast pass. Now Burke for 3. No good. Barbosa. Oh, Burke with the rebound off her own shot. And now Solovic and gets the foul. Now getting to the free throw line is Solovic for 2. We'll see if Mepham can capitalize on these 2 free throws to get back into the game and tie it up. And here comes Solovic, ready to take the shot. And she misses the first one off the back iron. Beck goes for the high 5. Now Solovic's taking her second shot. She shoots. And it's good. Putting the lead down to 1. And now we have a sub coming in. Singh is going out of this game. And Herricks is bringing in Angelina LaRosa for Singh. So now LaRosa's on the court. First time she's checked into this game tonight. And Mepham first with a turnover. And here, if they make a shot here, they will have the lead. Beck is going for the inbound. They go back into that stack offense on the inbound. Barbosa's the only one out of the stack. And Beck calls break. Slow reaction from the Mepham team as they didn't hear it, I don't think. And now Solovic goes in for the lay and misses it. Now Herricks bringing down the court, fast pace, driving in for the layup. And it's going to be good. Bring that lead to 3. Now, Felsberg brings it up the court here. Down to Solovic. Solovic with the lane to Beck. Beck finds Felsberg in the paint and no good on the layup. And Barbosa with the rebound. And Barbosa takes the shot. No good. Solovic with the rebound. Now back to Burke. Now to Beck. Now finds Barbosa. Barbosa drives in. Tries to find somebody. Finds Burke at the top of the key. Burke drives in. Burke with the layup. No good. Barbosa with the rebound. Barbosa for 2 and gets the foul. Mepham really winning those 50-50 balls this time and getting their rebounds. Just unable to capitalize on their shots, but now they get the foul and see if they can capitalize on these 2 free throws. As Barbosa is going to take the shot. He's averaging 1.2 points per game, and Coach says she's a very hard worker. and misses the first shot. Now she'll take her second shot and see what she can do. She takes her second shot, and she makes it, cutting this lead back down to 2. Now Mepham could really use a stop here if they want to tie this game up. Felsberg running their press defense, drives in, and misses the layup. Now here comes Barbosa, bringing it down the court. Finds Burke. Burke with the shot, no good. Now Herricks bringing it back up the court. Finds, no good. That's going to be Mepham's ball. As the Alaya Beglois misses that shot. Now Felsberg bringing it up, slow pace, trying to find somebody. Barbosa moves to the wing. Felsberg goes down the middle, finds Burke in the corner. Burke throws up a shot, misses it. Sullivan goes for the rebound, can't get it. Now Mepham back into their press defense here. Now Herricks bringing it back up the court. Finds La Rosa now. First time of her. And the coach gets off a timeout when her teammate was in trouble. Now it looks like Mepham coach is trying to give them some words to, tie this game up here. What have you seen so far in this third quarter, Nikki?
I think, like you said, the 50-50s have been better, and I don't know. I feel like it's been more of the same, but I think that if they work together and they keep playing hard as they have been, they can maybe take this lead back.
Definitely.
For the end of the quarter.
As they're only down by 2 here, so they definitely can take this lead back. And we'll see what coach can draw up here, as Herricks is going to have the ball under the hoop. Inbounding under the hoop. Coach Mulvey, he says they haven't had the full team together, as they're missing Michaela Dobby, who's one of their best players on this team tonight. So it's really great to see that they're sticking in this game, without their full strength roster. Inbounds it. And takes the 3, and it's good. Putting them up by 5 points here with 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Now Felsberg bringing up the ball. Looking for somebody. Finds Beck on the wing. Beck gets the screen left. Beck into the paint. Now Solovic back to back from the free throw line. Solovic with the hustling play. Ends up with a turnover. Coach is signaling to bring the ball quick. Now she brings it up for the lay. No good. Felsberg with the rebound with 25 seconds left in this third quarter. Finds Burke under the hoop. And calls it travel. Now Herricks is and Mepham calls timeout here. And this Mepham team really is playing hard. As Coach Mulvey said, this team isn't good enough athletically to go out there and get in your face and rip the ball out of their hands. But this team just works so much harder than any other team he's coached, that they can make up for their not as athletic as the team he would like to be, to really make up for it and work hard and be as good as they are.
Yeah. What do you think they need to do to get back into this game and cut their lead?
So I really think to cut this lead down, they're going to have to stop, just going straight to the basket. They're not finding anything under the hoop here, going through those layups. They haven't found much luck there. I think they really have to facilitate off the outside and look for three-point or mid-range shots, which they have been better on tonight. Unless they have a wide-open layup, they have not been able to make those contested shots. So they really have to facilitate the outside, pass the ball around, and find their open shots. And not let them get into the paint on defense, because that's where they're getting hurt. If they let them shoot, I think they'll be fine. As with 13 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Let's see if Herricks tries to run out the clock and take the last shot of the quarter. Looks like they will. And they call a travel. So Mepham with 4 seconds left will have a chance here to cut this lead down to potentially 2 or 3. as they're going hard press Herricks to keep them. They have a hard press on, trying to find Sullivan. Now Sullivan brings it up, has 2 seconds, 1 second, and can't find a shot to end the third quarter. No shot able to get off, and Mepham's going to be down 5 going into the fourth quarter in the final quarter of this basketball game tonight. So, Nikki, what did you see in this third quarter here?
I mean, throughout the whole quarter and the whole game, it's been very close, and Herricks was up in the beginning at the end of the first quarter, and then Mepham came back to take the lead, and it's been very back and forth since then. And now Jake Maxwell is going to be switched out with Jake Mano. What do you think?
Well, yeah, Nikki, it's been a very exciting game so far, and a very great game at that. Obviously, you just saw Herricks was able to kind of take their points, take exactly what they've been wanting this entire game. And they've been able to kind of close the gap on Mepham, gaining the biggest lead of 5-point lead. So now you kind of got to ask yourself, where does Mepham have to be in the offensive side to where they can really get their name back in this game? Because this isn't far but over. With 8 minutes left, it's not that out of the picture to come back from 5 points. So what do you think Mepham has to do offensively to really get that ball moving?
I think Mepham has to play some great defense and work steals and turn them into fast break points, because fast break points can swing how the game is going. If it's not going your way, that can make it go your way.
I like what you say about fast break points, but I don't think it's necessarily that. I think they have to turn those turnover points, and I think that's the biggest thing at this game. So we go to Skolovic on the right wing. Sophia Beck is going to be in her position, and they're going to give it back to Felsberg, who's been running the offense for most of the game. A nice move by Burke. Skolovic in her spot, and that's going to be off the mark just barely. Dar now trying to get an opportunity. A good backdoor cut, a little bit too far out of the reach, and Burke is going to regain possession for the Pirates.
Yeah, great defense there by Felsberg, not giving Herricks baseline and just sticking with the play and able to get Mepham possession.
That's a good IQ play from her, getting that momentum, having her just kind of reset, giving them a little bit of energy break, and letting them run the offense they want to, not on Herrick's terms. Now Sophia Beck going to find Skolovic in her spot. A nice move there. She's going to get the open shot, and that's going to cut it to a one-possession lead.
Just a great job by Skolovic getting in the paint and doing what she does best, use her height.
Skolovic now trying to defend a good screen there by Sephoris. A nice move getting past the defense. That layup is up and good, and that erases Skolovic's points.
Yeah, great play there by Begawala. That's Felsberg for 3 off the mark.
Sephoris now having no time, having a fast-paced game. That one guarded by Skolovic. She's going to be screened from the left side. A nice over-the-head pass. That's going to be intercepted by Beck, and they're going to call double dribble there.
That was great defense there by Mepham. They were able to force the steal and everything, but they just got a little too aggressive going down to the other end of the court.
I mean, yeah, not every call goes your way, and I know Sophia Beck is going to want to have that one back if she could. So now Herrick's going to get their possession in Mepham territory. A lot of moves coming out there. A long-distance 3 is off to the left side. Skolovic behind the back, flashy pass there. Felsberg's going to take it up the court, and she's going to get the isolation here.
That was a good pick as Felsberg driving.
And that's going to be a timeout here by the Pirates. They're going to take a full timeout. They only have a few left, but with 6 minutes left in the game and 5 points to go, there's a little bit of a deficit that they need to start chipping away at.
Yeah, nothing was there for Mepham on that play, so the coach really felt he needed to. As here's a replay as Felsberg, right as she was about to find an opening, the coach called a timeout. He kind of anticipated, and in just a 5-point game, he really wants to make sure all his team's on the right page to get the comeback going.
I think that's a part of it, but I think a lot of these girls have been playing upwards of 20 minutes this game. So you got to let these girls rest whenever you get the chance. Give yourself time to regroup, resituate, and give yourself a little bit of time to rest, because now you have 4 of your 5 starters in this game where you're really trying to make an offensive push late into this fourth quarter.
Especially when you're starting with the ball going towards the hoop. So you're in a great position. So you want your whole team to have pure energy out of this timeout.
You can see Fryer, Skolovic, and Felsberg all talking in the middle. They're going to try to dial up a play here as they're going to spread wide, and they're going to give Felsberg a chance to really get in her spot. Fryer on the left wing now. Back to Chow in the post. She's going to get blocked by Herricks, looking for a foul. They're not going to get it. And good defense by Skolovic, trying to get the defensive stop there.
Yeah, but that was just a strong play there by Herricks, able to get that ball on a very gutsy pass.
Unfortunately, Skolovic is going to go down. We hope she's okay, and we hope that she will be back to playing as soon as possible. But let's talk a little bit about Herricks. What have they particularly been doing that is kind of giving them the lead late into the fourth quarter?
They've just been having great ball movement and just using all their players all around the court. As you see, Sophia Begawala has 10s, Force has 11 and 9. By the end of the game, she'll almost definitely get a double-double.
I mean, definitely. And another one of Mepham's big contributors, Brianna Fryer. She's been great from beyond the arc. She already has a 3 or at least a very, very deep 2 in this game. She's been a big contributor, and she's been a lot of just some of the big contributors in the spacing of this Mepham offense.
Yeah.
Having that threat from beyond the arc is one of the things the Pirates love.
As she's got 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, perfect field goal percentage, and perfect 3-point percentage also.
I mean, yeah, the consistency is exactly what you want to see from a Pirates perspective. You do not want to have, even if you're going to score a lot, you want the efficiency. And that's one, in my opinion, the most important stat in basketball, because no matter how much you contribute, all of it is going to circle back to how efficient you are with the ball in your hands.
Yeah, and if you have one very efficient shooter, you have to try and ride the hot hand. Like if somebody's hit multiple shots in a row or hasn't missed, you just got to keep feeding them the ball until they miss, because you got to ride that shooting streak because it won't last forever.
You're going to see a lot of nice defensive plays. Getting Fryer a lot of opportunities there. She's going to be able to get to her spot. And so she's been a big contributor. You can see Skolovic is on her feet. Hopefully, we hope that she will be okay. As we get back to game action now, still with a little bit under 6 minutes to go, Herricks leads by 5. Mepham trying to get their offensive game back in swing, and they really need to start making a push late into this game if they want to be able to come out with the victory. A long-range shot there from 3. That's no good. A good offensive rebound, and they're going to get the foul. Singh on a nice hustle play, and that's going to get her to the line.
Yeah, these are some big free throws in a 5-point game with 5:39 left. If you hit them both, it'll be a big play in the game.
I mean, she's been contributing everywhere. 8 rebounds already. The first one is up and no good. But as I said, 3 steals, 8 rebounds already from her. This has been one of her biggest contributors to this Herricks success. Just being able to hustle, get those rebounds, and that's exactly what the Highlanders have been looking for.
As Singh on the second one is good, which gives Herricks a 6-point lead with 5:39 left.
Felsberg looking to cut the deficit. She's going to pass it inside to the post. Glynn now, a nice back toward by Felsberg, and she's going to get the foul. She's going to get her chance at the line to cut away the points that Singh was provided with.
Yeah, as Felsberg's having a great night. 2 points, 4 boards. The defense is really paying off with 4 steals and a block. As she's picking up her first free throws of the night here.
Felsberg's first one is up and off the front rim. So you really I'm kind of going to want the second one to go in. But a substitution here by Leah Smith is going to give you a lot of that extra rebounding and athleticism here that they're going to be able to really just win that rebounding battle. So the second one is no good. A nice play there by Singh, able to get her team to possession. A nice mid-range pull-up. That one is going to swing around the net and drop.
A good shot by Sophia Begawala. That'll now give her 4 points on the night.
And Felsberg is going to erase that one. A timeout called by the Pirates. So right back up to a 6-point game, right in the situation we were just in. One team got a bucket, the other team kind of answered directly after. So kind of on brand with the entire game. It's been back and forth throughout. So that's really where you gotta kind of say, if you're Mepham, we need to pull ahead. We need to kind of just get our name into the scoring books and really pull away from what this game has been to get back in the game.
Yeah, but for the end of this thing, I feel like one team's going to pull away and get some consecutive buckets and at least some stops and end up maybe bringing it to double digits.
And that's where it's going to have to be. Your basketball is a game of runs. So if you want to go on an 8-0 run quickly in the last 5 minutes, then that could really alter the course of the game.
As here's a replay of Herricks coming down the other end and hitting a nice mid-range.
Sophia Begawala with that shot there. She's going to have the ball again now, trying to get her spot. A nice pass to beyond the arc, trying to make a move. Beck avoiding the screen now. A Euro step is going to go. A nice move there by the Highlanders, and that's going to increase the lead to 8.
Mariah Dahl with a good drive, Euro step. As Felsberg will get called for feet on the line, which will be a turnover and give Herricks the ball.
That's not what you want this late into the game. You don't want to give up those costly turnovers because Herricks really been on fire in this second half of the game entirely, not just the fourth quarter, but the third quarter included. They've been able to almost score at will, and that's just entirely their determination and getting in every offensive board they can. Their motive has been so high. As you can see, a nice reset here, trying to get another basket. Smith guarding. A nice play there. That three is up and no good. And an over-the-back foul is called on Singh.
Actually, offensive 3-second was called. As no matter what, it's still a turnover. As here's Mepham coming the other way. This is a big possession because you never know how many more possessions you'll get, and you cannot turn it over here.
Felsberg trying to dial up a play here for the Pirates. Fryer's going to rotate. A double screen here. Fryer, she is an open three. No good. Beck fighting for the rebounds. That one's going to be a jump ball. And it's going the way of the Highlanders.
Yeah, that was not a bad possession there by Mepham. It just didn't go your way on that jump ball.
A nice play there, avoiding any of the press, making the defense back up. A couple of moves here at the top of the key. This one on Smith. She's going to try to get a mid-range shot. A nice range three. That shot is in and out. Smith getting the open rebound, and it's going the other way. Smith here. Over to Felsberg now. A nice cut to the basket there. She's going to be able to slither her way through the traffic and get that layup to go to decrease the lead once again.
A good defense there by Brianna Fire to cut it to a 6-point game. 3:13 left with Mepham going the other way.
And you can see Felsberg getting her way around the defense, and that's exactly what she's good at. She's one of the fastest players on the court at all times, and it's very hard to guard her when she gets into that open field. Fryer now, she's going to try to look for a shot. Off the hands of Felsberg, and Herricks is going to regain possession. So that is a really interesting turn of events here, with Momentum having a lot of momentum, getting their possession, getting the stop on defense, and getting a chance to kind of cut this lead in half, but not able to capitalize on the opportunity. Now, Dar, that pass is a little bit over the head of her teammate on the wing, a little bit of miscommunication there from the Highlanders, and Mepham's going to get a do-over to try to cut this lead down.
As this game looks like it'll be coming down to the wire, as it's Felsberg with the ball.
Felsberg back to Burke. A
pass is
tipped. Intended for Leah Smith inside. And this one's going to give Highlanders their next chance. At the top of the key, Sing screen going to be avoided. And that one, Felsberg is going to hook under the arm of Begawala, and she's going to get called for the foul.
On the night so far, she's 1 of 2 at the line with 12 points and a steal. As this will be her 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Begawala's first one is up and a little bit left. That one, and you're going to see the foul here. You can see Felsberg hook her arm a little bit over the right arm of Begawala, and that's where the foul is going to be called. Her second one is up and good. A 7-point lead now with 2 minutes left to go.
Still, this game is nowhere near over as Felsberg moves into the front court. Passes it to Fryer.
Beck looking for a cut. She's going to get the ball at the top of the key. A nice move there and a good defensive play by the senior captain.
Just really anticipated it, but she couldn't keep it in bounds. Still a fabulous defensive play there.
And that's one of the things she is great at. I mean, guarding one of the smaller players on the court, being the tall guard that she is, you're going to see her get a lot of interceptions, be able to be in a lot of these passing lanes. And with her size and her length, it's incredibly just impressive on what she's able to do.
As the force on the night is 11 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, nearly her 3rd there, and 1 block.
I mean, yeah, you can see Herricks trying to get their defensive scheme set, because at this point, it is not about how much they can score. It's going to be about how much they can hold off these Pirates, because a lot of them are aggressive. A lot of them are incredible scorers. So however good their defense is however far they're going to take. It's however far it's going to take them.
As that play there could have been the momentum change that Herricks needed to really pull away, because you look at that. That turns the 7-point game into a 9-point game. Almost double digits. Truly game-changing if that happened.
I mean, yeah, and as this game is reaching under 2 minutes, it's coming down to the wire. I said it once, I will say it again. Basketball is a game of runs. It takes 2 threes to cut this to a 1-point game. 2 possession is all it takes. 1 possession even is all it takes to get Mepham's name back into contention for this win. And as they have possession here, you cannot write this Pirates team out of the script.
Yeah, all you need is 1 score to start a single run. 1 score and a stop, and there you got to run.
All it takes is momentum. Is Felsberg here trying to make a move. Fryer is going to be open. That one's going to go off the back rim and roll out of bounds here. Highlanders are going to regain possession with 1:48 to go.
As I feel like there, the Pirates settled for a shot with a ton of shot clock left.
And the timeout called by Herricks, a late timeout that is going to be granted as a nice defensive play by the Pirates to try to force a little bit of errors here by Herricks, and that's exactly what you want to do coming into these late games. So, Jared, what do you think a couple turnovers here and there can kind of do to shift the momentum?
I think a couple turnovers can get you going the other way. If it's a good turnover, you could go fast break and you can almost get like 3 points because one fast break, it puts your team on a whole different level than it was right before that fast break.
I like kind of that you said that because a lot of the fast break points is how this Pirates team is going to be able to get some of their quick momentum because they don't have too much time on the clock left. So any quick points that they can get is extremely vital coming down to these late quarters and this as the time winds down. So that's why you kind of see this defensive lineup here. Leah Smith, who's been incredible on defense this entire season, and that's really where her kind of superstar talent and her spots have been shining. Another timeout here by the Highlanders, and with 1:47 to go, you can see a lot of kind of defensive scheming, a lot of scheming at that in general. There's a lot of mental, just like a part of the aspect and just a part of the basketball world that we don't always get to realize. So when it comes down to these late quarter games, what do you think is kind of being said in the huddles?
I think what's being said in the Pirates huddle is just keep up the defense. These last 2 possessions, they almost forced a 5-second violation, and right there, just a good play by Fire, not letting anything go. And in the Herricks one, I think it's also defense. If we give up a steal, put every bit of energy and effort you have left and try and get back and make that stop, and do not commit a foul because you cannot afford to give the Pirates any more free throws than they need.
And I think you could see the blaringly obvious thing that is kind of giving Herricks just kind of the upper hand. 6-1 3-pointers down in that third box has been huge. Not only have they shot a lot of threes, but they've been extremely efficient from beyond the arc. And that's kind of been a huge thing. They have 2 people who have been shooting perfect from beyond the arc and a bunch of people shooting above 33 and even above 50% from behind the arc. So these 3-pointers are an extreme aspect of how the Highlanders run their offense, and that's kind of what's been able to pull them ahead.
As right now, they're going to try and drain the clock as much as they can and try and get points at the last second and try and get almost guaranteed points to keep the lead.
And definitely here, they're going to swing the rock as much as possible with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. A nice play by Beck, and that's going to be, unfortunately, that she stepped out of bounds. The Pirates are able to get possession there. They're going to say
it was a foul on Dahl there. Big defensive play there by Beck.
And that's what you need with under a minute 30 left. You got to think that this ball is going to Brianna Fryer, trying to get your shooter open, trying to get as much points as you possibly can. Fryer's going to get her open look and be hesitant there. A nice play by Felsberg, spinning off, getting into the open area, and that one's going to be off the mark. So Seforce is going to get a nice move there, get into the open lane, and a reach-and foul by Leah Smith.
As they will call that foul on the ground, which will be an inbound from under the hoop. As they'll bring in Barbosa, and Fire will be coming out of the game.
Herricks here trying to dial up a play. A nice tip by Beck, trying to give them a little bit more pressure, trying to force through the turnovers, trying to force the mistakes that you don't want if you are Herricks. So that's kind of one of the things that the Pirates have really been focusing on, and it shows every possession.
Yeah, as Herricks showing more urgency than I expected.
And Felsberg there is going to hold there. It appears that they're going to be in the bonus there. 2 fouls within the last 2 minutes of a quarter, going to put Herricks into the bonus, and they're going to be shooting 2 now.
Yeah, as it'll be Sophia Begawala going the line. She's 2 of 4 from free throws on the night with 13 points, looking to make it 14 and 15, as the first one is just off the back rim.
The first one off the mark there. The second one to increase the lead by 8. warm up here. The shot is up, no good. Fryer now is going to take the ball up herself. Felsberg with the open breakaway pass, and she's going to get called for a foul. So Forrest is not happy with that call. Felsberg is going to go to the line and try to cut this lead by 5 with under a minute left.
As Sephora, as of now, could maybe be looking like the BMB player of the game with a double-double on the sheets with 2 steals and a block. Very impressive game.
And I wouldn't spoil anything yet, Jared, but Felsberg, with under a minute left, if she can really hit these free throws, that first one is going to be off the mark. But if she can try to get some sort of momentum here for the Pirates, that's going to be huge coming into these late quarters. Because it only takes 2 possessions, barring this free throw, and 3 if this free throw is no good. So it's not too much to ask that the Pirates are out of this game, and it's not the case at all.
As Sephora gets the ball into the front court and draws the foul on Leah Smith. Good play by Sephora. Great ball handling by the center.
Smith is going to be called for a little bit too aggressive there, as Sephora is going to go to the line now. She's been very efficient from the line here. Her first one is up and no good. Trying to close out the game now. Her second one.
Is up and no good. Rebound by Leah Smith going the other way.
That's going to push the offense. Felsberg going to try to draw the contact, and that layup is not going to fall. With 38 seconds left and 7 seconds, 22, Leah Smith is going to foul again, and Pirates hoping for some missed free throws to try to give them a chance. They're going to have to start shooting threes.
As Begawala is going back to the line yet again. As this will be her 7th and 8th free throws of the night. As the first one's up and good.
So that one is going to extend the lead more, and that's really what you need to do coming into these late seconds, or late minutes, I should say. You have to capitalize on every free throw you're given. So the second one, a high-arcing free throw, is off to the right. A
Great
nice
offensive
board,
rebound.
And another foul there.
As that'll be Singh's 9th rebound of the night, and she'll be going to the line for, actually 10th rebound of the night, she'll be going to the line for her 3rd and 4th free throws. To try and put the game in the double digits if she hits a pair here. As Singh's first one is good to make it a 9-point game with 34 seconds left.
And that's one of the things she's been great at. That's one of the things this entire team has been great at, the efficiency over and over again. Shooting a great percentage, as that second one is now good. She's going to go 2 for 2 from the line. But the efficiency from this entire team is something you cannot just blow by. I mean, 75% from the free throws now. She is. I mean, a lot of these girls are shooting 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 of 4, 4 of 5. It's an incredible percentage that this entire team collectively is shooting, and that's a huge reason of why they're able to kind of pull away in this game.
Yeah, as it's now up to a 9-point game. What Mepham needs is 3 here, then a quick steal on the inbound, then another 3, then a foul maybe, and hope they miss both free throws, and then they need another 3 to tie it. So the chances are low of the Pirates come back, but it ain't over till it's over. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. We've seen crazier things. Tracy McGrady scored 12 or 13 in just 12 seconds. So we have seen crazier things. Basketball is a sport of momentum. Nothing is over until it is over. And with Mepham's possession here, all it takes is a 3 to put them within 2 possessions.
Yeah, as they're running a play here.
Beck's
back
down here.
in the
Fryer.
fire.
She's going to have a nice move. That three is up and off the mark.
Sephora with the rebound, as that is a huge foul, putting Sephora back to the line. 2 more free throws for her, already in a 10-point game. This game is moving further out of the Pirates' reach.
Burke forced to foul there as this free throw again.
Sephora's first one's up, and a swish gives her 11-11, 1 of 3 at the line, as she'll look to move up to 50% from the free throw line on the night.
And that's been one of the really interesting things about this game. It's been the second half specifically. I mean, if you could recall, Mepham went into halftime being up 2, and Herricks since then have not looked back and pulled away in this game. And you got to wonder, what has Coach said to them at halftime? Because they are fired up coming into the fourth quarter and the entire second half.
As Sephora with another board and a great defensive stop there. As Sephora will be going back to the line yet again, taking free throws 5 and 6. Just a fabulous night by Sephora. So 11 and 12, double-double. Just a fabulous night for the big point guard.
I mean, Glenn there was forced to foul. Her free throw, again, is off the mark. That one is no good on her first. But that's one of the rare misses from her entirely. You don't see that from her a lot. She's been very consistent from the line this entire game, as the second one is up and good.
As she now is 12 and 12 as we move into a 12-point game with 18 seconds left.
That one's
off the mark again by Mepham. Herricks coming down the other way, gets it into the front court, and that looks like Herricks passing it around, as that'll close out the game for 41-29, win by Herricks.
So Forrest will dribble out the clock, and that will do it. Herricks 41, Pirates 29. A great game by both sides. And at the end, the Highlanders were just able to close it out and were able to pull away in the second half. A great fall battle by both sides. So until we get the BMB Player of the Game interview officially, not saying any names, what do you think are just some standout players, and what are some things that you've noticed from a lot of the players today?
I've noticed very big games out of Sephora's double-double. Begawala, 14 points. Singh had 1 point and 10 boards. All 10 of those rebounds were big. Beck from Mepham, even though they didn't come out on top. A great game by Felsberg and Beck.
And that's a lot. There have been a lot, and it's been incredible for both teams. But we're going to send it down to Emma Santiago with your BMB Player of the Game.
Really close to winning, but now we did, and being a part of that is really great.
And what has motivated you throughout the night to succeed throughout the game?
My teammates have motivated me a lot because they're always there for me. Like, no matter if I miss a shot, they're there to pick me up with a high five or just tell me that I got the next shot.
Well, congratulations, and I hope you have a great season. So that's all for me. Now back upstairs.
Sophia and Herricks on the win today. It was definitely a hard-fought win for sure.
Yeah, they played great this game, and they showed they're keeping that 5-game win streak going.
Yeah, definitely. So we want to first talk about.
Yeah, great job on defense, but struggle on offense without Michaela Dobby. They didn't show that aggressiveness that they used with that center position and using her to find those open passes with Ashley Felg with speed. And they created those turnover opportunities and turned the ball over and didn't help them on the defensive offensive side of the ball. They need to capitalize on this open look, open three-pointers in the corner or wherever it is on the layups. And they need to score those 3-pointers, and those 3-pointers or 2s or whatever it is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we talked about how it was going to be a problem of who's going to step up offensively for the Pirates, and only scoring 10 points in the second half. It's not what Coach Mulvey, of course, wanted. So this is a tough loss for the Pirates, but nonetheless, Herricks, they came in, they knew what they had to do. They had a big opportunity against a talented team, but yet, of course, without Michaela Dobby, they needed a win here today, and they were able to get one. They had to fix some of those mental errors. They were able to do that, right? They knew that they wanted to play with some speed, and in the first half we saw they were turning the ball over. They were getting some travel calls, some foul calls nonetheless, but they were doing what they had to do, and they were able to get the win. All right, I'm sad to say this, but that's all we have for you guys here today. I'm Tyler Steinberg alongside my partner Lucas Pangengar, and we'll see you all next time.